radio, online and on AM 1161 and 1584. This is Tay AM News.
The headlines this hour: unemployment rises in Scotland, renewed alcohol warning for pregnant women, and Tay Territory postal workers to walk out. Good morning. Unemployment has risen in Scotland. Latest figures for the quarter between March and May show an 8,000 increase to 205,000. It takes the jobless rate to 7.5%, slightly ahead of the UK rate of 7.8%. The Scottish Government, however, highlighting a 3% fall in youth unemployment over the last year. A study is revealing some women who enjoy a glass of wine before pregnancy will continue to drink despite the health warnings. Researchers surveyed 2,000 mums-to-be in Australia to identify those most at risk from alcohol. Those who drank weekly prior to expecting a baby were 50% more likely to continue. Angela Smith, director of the Royal College of Midwives in Scotland, says she was struck by the findings.
I think the most interesting thing about this piece of research is what it tells us about the socio-economic status of the women who are drinking, because it looks like in this piece of research that there's less alcohol consumed in the lower socio-economic groups than in the higher ones.
Post offices in Dundee and Perth will close this afternoon as staff walk out. Members of the Communication Workers Union are unhappy over plans to lose 1,500 jobs and a pay freeze. The strike affects larger town centre branches. Andy Fury from the union says there will be further action if their bosses don't listen.
Our members are very, very determined to get a fair deal. Our members are really devastated by the attack on their jobs and their terms and conditions. Really and truly, this can't be allowed to happen.
A 16-year-old who was taken to hospital after suffering head injuries at tea in the park has been discharged. The teenager from Fife sustained the injuries after falling from a table in the early hours of Monday morning. He'd been seen dancing on the furniture moments before the fall. Police are continuing to appeal for witnesses. There's concern at another illegal encampment set up by travellers in Dundee. It's been set up on land at the far west of Perth Road. There are around a dozen caravans parked on the site near to the junction with Riverside Avenue. Local councillor Fraser McPherson says there's already other facilities available to the group.
I've been in touch with council officers to see if contact can be made with those in the caravans, really more than anything to encourage them to make use of the travelling people's site that the council provides, which is properly serviced and is up at Teeling.
And a Perth punter is quids in after scooping almost £500,000.